Hi, what's up? So this is day 8 after surgery. Um, so September 25th, got it. Today's October 2nd. So including the day of surgery, 8 days. I know I said I'd do about once a week or so, but I had my first PT appointment today, so I just want to give an update. In terms of painkillers, I was prescribed 4 painkillers. So if you're curious, um, I guess not 4 painkillers, but 4 meds. So I have hydrocodone, which is like the strong painkiller, methocarbamol, which is for muscle spasms, and then ibuprofen, just like a regular over the counter. And then I also had another one, I think. Uh, I think that was like an anti-nausea pill, but maybe that was just for the day of surgery. But I was taking about hydrocodone once or twice a day for like the past week. But that's mainly I'm more so after the first couple of days, it's for sleep. So like I said in the first video, I'm like a very severe case. So like I've had sleeping issues for like years because I can't fall asleep because of all the neck and back pain from the shoulder being unstable, and so waking up every few hours in the night. Definitely not fun. But hydrocodone is a strong painkiller that also makes you drowsy. So I'm probably going to still take that every day, but mainly that's just for sleeping purposes. I just take ibuprofen as needed. So I've just taken one today, might take another one. But again, it's more so for all the surrounding tightness. The shoulder itself doesn't really hurt that much. Um, and up until this point, I was taking it, you're supposed to take them like every 4 hours. That's like for all of them. But it's really like as needed. So I wasn't necessarily taking it every single day for 4 hours, like on the dot. The first couple days, yeah, I was taking it like 2 or 3 times a day, maybe. And then um, the past 3, 4 days, it'd be like once or twice a day. And then in terms of like the incision, and everything, I mean, it all pretty much looks the same. Um, but really just want to go over, the PT stuff. So, like I said in the first video, and yeah, I have a bunch of stuff from moving back into my house, so that's what all that is. But as I said, that the protocol in terms of how long you're in the sling and when you start PT can be very surgeon and clinic dependent. So, like I said, for my first surgery, I was in a sling for 4 weeks. Started PT probably like a month or so, I think, after surgery. So I was out of the sling after 4 weeks, and then maybe like that week or the week after I started PT. And so don't be surprised if you don't start PT right away. Most people, it probably is around 4 to 6 weeks still for this Latarjet procedure because it is more invasive. It is um, more of a complicated surgery that's more intense than arthroscopic Bankart repair, which is typically the first one you'll get with shoulder instability because hopefully that's what your solution is. But for mine, I think he's just kind of aggressive on like getting moving. Um, so this is probably as the most aggressive it'll get. Otherwise, it'll be slower and more gradual in your case. So just to review, I've told it's only been a week, but I can already be out of the sling while sitting. So technically, right now, I can be out of the sling. Week 1, they told me these 3 exercises. Doing this kind of like 10 times, like a shoulder shrug 10 times, and that's 3 times a day. And whenever I'm sitting, just kind of moving the arm. So as you can see, my shoulder kind of naturally bows out a bit because it's all tight up here. And then I'm kind of bending it more because it's a little harder to straighten than the left one. But in terms of PT, you might get something similar to this program. Again, that's like the main reason I just want to make the video, just an update. So on top of the 3 exercises, and this you'll probably start like a month after, not like a week like me. It just depends on the surgeon again. But just doing the shoulder shrugs, as I was already told, scapular retractions, which is like just pinching the shoulder blades. I'll be doing these laying down, and I can't really show you that because, with the laptop and everything, I can't really do it right now. But essentially, just imagine if I'm laying down and I'll be taking some sort of stick and like using that to externally rotate. So the right arm, this arm, to go that direction. So be doing like this type of thing. I can't really move it too much right now, but that's the whole point of doing this. At least that's what the PT said. And then lastly, I'll be sitting, taking a towel on the table, and then just like stretching it out like that. I was actually showing my torso moving, but it's really more so my hands like sliding across. Like think of kind of like a yoga pose, and like you're stretching out your lats, but obviously I'm not doing that yet. It's very slow right now. And again, this is probably the most aggressive it'll be, but the PT said in terms of this motion, 30 degrees is the max. And then in terms of raising my arm, 90 degrees is the max. And it'll probably be like that for the next 3 weeks. So for you, if you somehow do have the same surgeon, Dr. Sumant Krishnan at BSW Health, he is really good from what I've heard. Of course, as I recover, I'll kind of know a little bit more about like what he actually did for the surgery and just how his care is. But so far, if you want to look him up, he's really good. And so if you are thinking of doing the surgery and you live in kind of a smaller state like I did, and you want to like go to different states or something to get like the best surgeon you can, of course, I don't know what would be the best for your certain situation and stuff. But if you want someone to look at and like a recommendation by someone who's gone through it, he's pretty good from what I've heard. And like so far, I have had a better experience, I'd say, because he actually explains things and he only does shoulder surgeries. So if you want something specialized, again, I've only just started, but he seems to be a pretty good person for anything shoulder related. And of course, you can always get a consult and not actually get a surgery. You can wait a bit and all that stuff. But anyway, that's what my surgeon has told me. Again, these exercises, the shoulder shrugs, and then the shoulder shrugs, these things I've been doing the past week. Oh yeah, and then the kind of bicep curl sort of with your own arm. And then now with PT, scapular retraction, so pinching the shoulder blades, and the stick thing, and then like taking a towel or something on a table and stretching it out. So this is day 8. That's kind of my progress right now. And of course, nothing's really changed from yesterday, but just kind of like, that's what my movement looks like. Very little, of course. It's only been a week. I'm not supposed to be moving too much. And then in terms of my straightening out my elbow, it's almost there, but not quite. So hope it was informative. I'll update as things go on. And of course, I'm very new to this. I'm not no shoulder expert, but if you have any questions, feel free to let me know, and I'll try to answer the best of my ability. But have a good one, and thanks for watching.